My name is Olufunke Adetubero. Welcome to this wonderful program. You cannot afford not to understand the dynamics of recovery. Life is all about recovery. This is the moment of recovery. Would you just sit down to listen? You know why you have to? Because whatever it is, when you're emotionally drained, something had happened to you growing up, your family system is faulty, so many things happened when you were young. Maybe your dad and mom fight in your presence. Maybe, when you were growing up, maybe you were raped or you were molested, or somebody verbally, mentally, emotionally, physically abused you. There's no way you will not need to recover. And I've always said, recovery is a choice. Recovery is like peeling an onion. It's line upon line, precept upon precept. You keep going around, and keep getting it off your life. And that's why you look at someone and say, wow, you have changed. Change means growth, as a matter of fact. If you look at your picture when you were young, you will know that you have changed because something has happened. You're not the same baby, you don't have the same baby look and all of that you used to have. And that tells you that you're changing, you're growing. And that is what I mean by recovery. Recovery means you're changing, you're working on yourself. You're not stagnant. Now, we're doing the survey to let you know whether you need recovery or not. Do you really overextend yourself? You exaggerate yourself. You tell the world, I'm the son of the president, and actually your father is in the village. Or probably you just make yourself big and large. You want to just let the world know that you're happening, and nothing is actually happening. As a matter of fact, I remember some times ago, they said, it's only an empty barrel that makes a hell of noise. Okay, let me use the gas cylinder, for instance. If you're going to fill your gas, I live in Africa, we buy gas. It's not like Europe that, your gas just comes through, another medium. But for us, we take our cylinders into our cars and go and get fill our cylinders with gas. And, when you do that, they're in your car, there's so much noise. Everywhere is making noise while you're going. But as soon as the cylinder is filled, it's quiet. And that's life. When you overextend yourself, you want somebody to know that you're there, you shout out yourself. It could be through dressing, through attitude, through makeover. You just do everything in excess, then something is wrong somewhere. You are trying to make a point. I remember there was a year I went to preach somewhere, out of the country, and this lady, it was winter, it was so cold. And anytime she gets into the church service, part of her booze is always out. So, I was wondering, in this weather, me that it was even preaching, I was freezing on the altar. It was like, so thank God I went my books. I've written 50 books. You can actually ask for my books on email. You can ask questions. You can send us a text and we'll get some of my materials. Of course, very soon you get them on Amazon. I'm coming to that. Before I knew it, I took some of my books there and I needed to autograph it. She just wanted me to do an autograph on the book. And I just asked a simple question. I said, why do you dress like this? He said, nothing. I said, nothing? He said, yes. So I now asked her, I said, tell me about your family background. He said, well, my mom and my dad, they divorced when I was young. And my dad always said I look like a boy. I look like a boy. I don't look like a lady. And I said, so what makes you think you're a lady? And she said, the only thing that looks like a lady in me is my boobs. And I said, okay. So I now told her, I said, well, what has happened is that because that is the only thing that looks feminine about you, you want the whole world to see. That's what is going on. I said, you know what? You don't have to show your boobs. You're a lady. You're beautiful. Whatever anybody says, that is their business. You can't blame the dad too, because maybe his dad also hurt him and verbally abused him, and that's the problem. When your parents have said some things to you before, if you are not recovering, you're not working on it, you pass the baton over to your children. Is that not what happened to Jacob when he went to Egypt and met Joseph? He wanted to transfer the same pattern. When you are laying hands, it's impartation, you're releasing, and he actually released the same pattern. When you look at a father that hurts his children, that man is going to hurt his own children, and it becomes a baton. I remember a few days ago, I was ministering to a guy. He told me everything he went through with his dad, and I said, sir, this is exactly your dad did to you, and you are doing it to your children, to your daughter and your son. Listen to me. If you need to recover, when you exaggerate yourself, you overextend yourself, you make yourself feel, you just make it happen. Have you seen guys that when they fight on the street, say, I'll kill you, I'll do this, I'll that, they begin to flaunt themselves, and you just know that something is wrong with this person. Because listen, a noble does not do an ignoble thing. There are some things you don't do because you know who you are, you know whose you are, you know your worth, you're carrying your weight, you know that you don't have to make too much noise to, to tell the world that you are loaded, you have what it takes. But when you see people that talk too much about themselves, it's all about their achievement. It's all about what they have gone through. I'm talking about what their success. That is what makes them special. Have you seen men? People that, there are so many, they are not taking care of their family, but when somebody comes for help outside, they release help. In my language, they say you are good at outside, but you are not good at home. That's a sign that you need to recover. Whatever it is that makes you feel that you have to impress people and you are depressed at the end of the day is a sign. We are doing a survey of people that needs to recover. I need you to understand. Don't be in denial. Don't forget, you must trace it, to face it, to erase it, you start replacing it. If you can't trace it, you can't face it. What I'm doing in this survey is for you to go to the foundation, to understand, okay, wow. Oh, somebody said that, wow. Something happened, wow. Somebody made a statement, wow. And when your eyes are opened, one thing that will make a man to remain stagnant for life is when the person is not having insight. You must know that something is wrong before you get the results. If you don't believe anything is wrong, nobody can help you. I've seen people that know that smokers are liable to die young, and guess what? They smoke like chimney. I've seen men, doctors that know that HIV is everywhere, and they still stay with their patients. That's a sign that they are not recovering. So if you exaggerate yourself, welcome on board. You need to recover. My name is Funke Adetugberu. Please subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Make it happen in other people's life, and they will love you for life. Thank you for listening to me. I'll see you some other time.